Hi, everybody. I'm Gabby Weiss, Vice President and Editor-in-Chief of Trade Show Executive Media Group. Today, I'm speaking to you from the Las Vegas Convention Center and the newly minted outdoor terrace of their West Wing. I'm here today reporting from the field to discover how CES 2022 brought strong COVID mitigation tactics to their show so that they could forge ahead for their members and their attendees, and of course their stakeholders. Today we talked to a number of exhibitors as well as attendees to understand why it was important for them to be here in real life. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing at CES.
Okay, so we are Audio Design Desk, and we built our DAW from the ground up. And what our goal is with our software is that we are reinventing the process it takes to sync audio to video in a much faster and more efficient way.
And so what has it been like coming to the show in real life?
It's been incredible. It's been absolutely humble to be here and to get the positive reviews that we've been getting all day. We started publicly right around at the beginning of 2020, so of course with COVID happening, it did cause a delay for us, but we're just happy to be back here at CES 2022. We're off to a good start for the year. We're excited for what's ahead of us.
So have you had a lot of activity and meeting people that will help give a lift to your business?
Absolutely, yes. We met a lot of great people who do either marketing, advertisements. We've been also getting people who have no knowledge of this, but they see the efficiency of it, and they're like, wow, this is incredible. I don't do this personally, but I love it.
Right.
So we're getting a lot of positive reviews, even from people who are not even in this industry still seem to enjoy it. So it's pretty incredible to get that experience.
Perfect. And then you're a part of Eureka Village, and that's a startup area. So what has that been like? Have you been able to meet other people who are also startups and exchange?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what the greatest thing about being here at CES is that everyone here, one thing we all have in common is that we're innovators trying to make a better future.
Yeah.
So everyone has that same goal, and being able to see so many things that personally I would have never thought about inventing is happening here. We're getting a glimpse into the future today, and that's the most incredible experience to get with everyone here. So meeting everyone else and seeing that their innovations and their dreams seem to come to reality is an incredible experience here.
What is your name, please?
My name is Natalie Barak. I'm the founder of CEO at Fins.
And where are you based?
We are based in Bordeaux, which is in France, in southwest of France.
So what did it mean to you to bring your business to CES this year?
Oh, well, you have to be at CES. I mean, you meet the world, you don't meet only the US at Fins. And the US were very, very welcoming with our sustainable business. So we are very proud and thankful for that.
What type of technology are you bringing here this time?
Well, we have a fintech which helps financial institutions, banks and foundations to better finance vital needs, sustainable projects, so water, energy and climate adaptation projects. And how we do that, we predict risks in order to mitigate them. We bring collaterals through blockchain, and we follow also the carbon and social impact of the financing decision.
But you're using technology and fintech to create a better world.
Exactly, and that money costs less with our platform at Fins.
Nathalie, I know it's only the first day of the show, but have you been able to make connections that are valuable to you in your business?
Yes, of course, we are really amazed, and well, we had very, very good contacts, and with investors, with partners, with potential clients, so we are really amazed about coming here.
So you're satisfied with the exposure that you've received so
Yes,
far?
definitely, and not from only, you're meeting the world here, so we are really thankful. And the first time, but really amazed about how it's organized, you know, everything is amazing.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk. Hi, Sean. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Well, congratulations on your Innovation Award.
Thanks very much. Yeah, we're here at CES 2022. We're extremely happy to have Best of Innovation for Smart Home.
And so you have a booth here in the startup area, and what is your product?
So this is Rain Stick Shower. You can see behind me. This is North America's first circular shower.
Wow. And so tell me a little bit about how your experience, this is your first time at CES, how's the experience been?
It's been great. We are meeting lots of people from all over the world, lots of different perspectives. And I would say even the vendor network community here has come by and provided a great piece of information and networking for us. So we're really pleased to be part of the vendor community as well.
For you, have you been making connections? How's it been for your business?
Yeah, it's been great. I'd say more people know about our product, and it's not just the people we talk with today. It's the conversations they're going to have when they go home with their families and friends, and so we're really pleased with the impact that's created here at CES.
Well, you have a lot of shoes to fill. The people who have won this award in the past have gone on to greatness. So we'd love to see the same for you.
We're really pleased with it. For us, it's recognition of the hard work we've put in, and we've got lots of great years to come. I expect us to be back at CES in years following.
So you plan on rebooking?
Absolutely.
So hi there, Randall. Tell me a little bit about your booth. You've come all the way from Israel.
Not me personally, though. I've actually come from San Francisco.
Oh.
But 18 companies that we have here came from Israel, yes.
Okay. And what was part of were there any difficulties in coming here to the show?
Yeah, absolutely. So we originally started with 18 in our delegation here, but with COVID accelerating, about 3 weeks ago, the U.S. was marked as a red country, so a lot of the Israeli companies weren't able to travel because of quarantine requirements and having to pay a fine when they return to their country. And so they decided not to show up. So we have 9 out of 18 companies here actually today.
So of the ones that came, why, with all of those restrictions and obstacles, do you know why it was important for them to be here or why they chose to come?
Yeah, most importantly for them, it's to get exposure, especially in the U.S. ecosystem on the West Coast. There's a lot of large, medium, and small sized enterprises that they want to interact with based on what industry they're focused on. And we focus on, or they focus on a wide different industries. So for them, it's still about business development and curating relationships with all the big players out here, because there's still a lot of big names that did show up, and they want to take advantage of that more than the companies that didn't show up.
And with all those obstacles, did they have to work with the government in order to get special permission?
Yes. It was a very trying process for a lot of them. They had to fill out a lot of forms. We almost were at zero coming out here because of all the requirements of the country of Israel, which is probably one of the most strict countries to move in and out of. They do a great job with COVID, but I think they understood the importance of this conference as a whole and what it can do for all the companies and their country as well. So they were granted exemption status, the ones that chose to come out here.
And can you expand a little bit about the importance of CES to these companies and to the innovation that's going on in Israel and getting to the marketplace? How does CES serve that need?
Yeah, CES is huge because a lot of these companies, they're based in Israel, probably close to 50% of them, and so they need that exposure to different markets. In order to be successful, most of the companies here, they realize more than a lot of US or other country startups that it's crucial to jump to a different market, especially in the country of Israel. It's just under 10 million people. So if you're trying to get to a large market share for whatever you're doing, it's just not going to work with that size because there's not enough players in the market for what you're trying to do. And so they come out here to a country of over 350 million people, and it's way worth their time. They can speak to Fortune 50 companies or just anyone relevant for who they're trying to partner with, whether that's a healthcare system, whether that's an insurance company, or anybody else.
Well, and I know Israel is really known for a lot of the innovation that they're doing. And so what kind of companies are represented here today?
Yeah, we have everything. So we have digital health, we have consumers, we have wearables, we have AI, we have many mobility companies like automotive, enterprise software, and anything else. V-Box right here, they do streaming live TV to any device anywhere. Really, it's every industry you can think of.
And how has the feedback been? I know it's been less than previous years, but has business gotten done? Are conversations being had?
Oh yeah.
How is the return on investment?
Yeah, it's obviously very big. As a country, Israel has the 4th highest GDP per capita in the world, which probably would impress most people, and you wouldn't think that. I think they have the 3rd or 2nd most investment also in terms of countries. After US and China, I think, are the top 2, and then Israel is like the 3rd most invested country in the world. It's it's basically an island nation because it's surrounded by countries they don't work with, so they have to expand. So they go to Europe, they go to the US, they go to the Americas, they go to Asia, they go somewhere else. So it's important for them to come to conferences like this to make those connections, especially with foot traffic. Even if it's less right now, it's still a lot of foot traffic. It's the biggest or one of the biggest conferences out there. They didn't want to miss it.
Hi there. Could you tell us your name?
Hi, this is Ali. I'm with Shield AI.
Tell me a little bit about your product here.
Well, actually, we have a UVC disinfection solution for occupied spaces. Because actually, UV disinfection can now work while the people are in the room. So we designed actually a solution that uses artificial intelligence to enable real-time disinfection to stop the person-to-person transmission of diseases. What
does a show like CES 2022 provide you and your company?
Actually, it has been an amazing journey. So very talented people. They're all just coming here, talking about a device. Hearing their points of views, hearing their feedbacks, the questions that they have. It's really good because it shows that not only we're in the right direction, but sometimes the feedback that we get is very valuable, that we can definitely benefit from this. So actually we are constantly listening to everyone, because actually the whole goal is to build a product that people are going to use. So we have to answer all these concerns. And yeah, different people, doctors, engineers, general attendees, so people from academia. So we are getting this exposure, we are getting all these valuable feedback from these people that is very, very great for us. And this will help us to definitely shape the future of our product and actually better serve the society and help people.
Hi there, could you please tell us your name?
Hi, my name is Mark Blackwell. I'm the R&D Strategy Manager for SkyDrive.
So tell me a little bit about SkyDrive.
So SkyDrive is a company that formed in 2018 and we're delivering flying cars. Sounds crazy, but we've already been flying with a man. So you can see behind me, this vehicle is a operational vehicle that flew in 2020.
It is zero emission.
Zero emissions. We're looking for an autonomous system eventually. We're launching in 2025 in Osaka in Japan at the World Expo. Our main target route is maybe short trips, 5 kilometers. So an example in Osaka would be Universal Studios to the World Expo site in 5 minutes. It would take you over half an hour by car and waterway.
Fantastic. And so how has the show been for you so far?
It's been a great show actually. We were a little bit apprehensive about the unknowns, how many people will be there, what will it be like to organise the show, and it's been good for us. It's been busy, maybe less busy than previous years, but it's given us a chance to interact with people at the booth more, and yeah, in general, a really positive experience. And,
That is some of the feedback we've gotten, is that it's less people, but more time to really develop a deeper connection, have more time to talk to people. Has that proved to be beneficial or give a lift to your business?
Sometimes less is more, right? And especially for a startup, I think it can be overwhelming if you have too many people and it's hard to identify where the value relationships are. But yeah, for sure, we've been a little bit quieter. I think this helped us. Actually, we've not been so quiet. We've been pretty much, there's been a queue to try SDO3 the whole show, so we've been busy.
Well, you've got some beautiful eye candy here with your zero emission flying car.
Exactly, yeah. Something that's actually been flying and working. I think it's more powerful than a CGI video, so we're happy to bring the vehicle.
So we're here in Eureka Park, and we're in the J Startup. Can you tell me a little bit about the J Startup?
So the J Startup, they've done a great job of bringing many excellent startup companies from Japan. So we're one of only many. There's roughly, I would guess, 40 or so in 2 locations actually. We've got a booth upstairs as well. So they've been really great at bringing everybody together and just igniting the startup industry within Japan.
We love our international attendees, and I'm so glad that you're here. What were some of the obstacles, or were there any obstacles in you coming to be at the show?
I mean, me personally, I'm based in New York City, so for me it wasn't too much of an effort, but the guys from Japan, We have 8 members total. Yeah, the usual travel restrictions of individual travel has been an issue, but then also the transportation of the vehicle is additional cost, maybe some delays. So a little bit of stress late December, but everything came together. So it's been okay.
So you're here in real life. What was important for you to be here physically rather than on the hybrid, or what were some of the main reasons you chose to be here?
Well, I think the key thing is the health precautions that are in place from CES. You know, they've done a really good job in making sure that people have to be vaccinated to enter. Everybody's masked. It's very rare that you see someone without a mask on. The antigen test kits have helped bring confidence to and sort of help people to relax that okay, we feel pretty safe in here. So yeah, I think the measures have been adequate for us to make the go-ahead decision.
So with all of the precautions and mitigation strategies in place, the reason to be here outweighed the risk in.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
I felt that the risk was. I felt also being fully vaccinated, masked, that the risk was small. But still, what is the benefit of the in-person experience rather than maybe having some virtual test drives online?
I mean, I found it right through COVID, the online experience is maybe good for high-level knowledge share, and but the more detailed conversations and building rapport and one-to-one relationships online, it's difficult. I mean, nobody can deny that it's not the same. And I think just having a physical product to talk around, if I want to tell somebody about the batteries or the motors, the propellers, I can physically show them here. Where online, it's just not as easy to get the message across.
And is this your first time at CES?
It's first time for me. We've had other SkyDrive members. The CEO came the last in person, was that 2019, 2020? So we've had people here, but this is the first time we've exhibited at CES, and we've enjoyed it, so good chance we'll be back.
So do you think you'll rebook?
It's looking that way. I mean, I'm not the budget holder, but I will be recommending that we attend in future, yeah.
Well, it was so good to meet you, and I don't want to take you away from your business, so thank you for your time today.
No, thank you very much, Gabby.
Have a great show.
Cheers, and you.
Hi, could you please tell us your name?
Hi, I'm Mark Oudehoven. I'm from the Netherlands, and I'm here with my company Video Window.
Great, and I see you won the Innovation Awards for 2022. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. We're very happy with that.
Could you please tell us a little bit about your product?
Yeah, what you're looking at is the future of glare control. This is a transparent screen, and when applied in a grid, we can transform an entire window facade of a building into a huge transparent video screen.
And is this your first time at CES?
It is.
And how did you hear about it? What made you want to come to Consumer Electronics Show 2022?
Yeah, we're a startup, and we now enter the phase that our product is ready to market. We installed our first installation just before Christmas. We want to expand, and CES is the place to showcase yourself.
And how has traffic been for you? Has this been a good investment?
It is. It was already, even before the show started, we were already very happy because we were invited by Fox Business to do a live interview.
Wow.
And that generated so much additional traffic that it's really worthwhile coming here.
So in coming here for international travel, were there many obstacles that you had to overcome to be here? What was that experience like?
It's okay. I mean, just like the US, the Netherlands also imposes a few travel restrictions or requirements, I would say. So you have to have the negative PCR. And around here, it's only the fact that we have to wear a face mask, but other than that, no restrictions. It was very easy.
So I understand you have a lot of options. You have great virtual and hybrid options, but you've made this massive investment. You traveled internationally to be here in real life. Why is that? What made it so important to be here physically?
It's a good question. We've done a few other shows over Zoom and video connections, but nothing beats the real experience. Here we can showcase the product, we can show how it works, prove that it's transparent.
Yeah.
And it's something that is very difficult to convey online.
And how has the traffic been? Have you been able to have great conversations, get lift for your business? What's the return on investment like so far?
Oh, I can show you, we have a box full of business cards, very relevant people from all sorts, because we are multidisciplinary across many segments. It's interesting for glass manufacturers, it's interesting for media companies, for airports, airlines. So yeah, we have a lot of interest. A lot of work to do when we come back.
Well, that's great news, and I'm so happy that you took some time this week with us today.
No, you're welcome.
Congratulations on all of your awards, so thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, trade show executive community. Well, that's a wrap. We talked to a number of exhibitors and international attendees to get a better understanding of why it was so important for them to be here at CES 2022 in real life. I hope you found it as informative as I did to hear about how they were able to conduct business, be found, and also find each other at this most important show of innovation where technology converges to bring solutions to all of our lives.